Hello, hello, hello. Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? What's going on? Woo, that gold drop was a beautiful thing this morning. Very, very beautiful thing. All right, so let's do a breakdown. Start with the daily. So gold on the daily is very bearish right now, as you can see. Very bearish. We did break yesterday's high, but we didn't have much of a top wick anyway. But it looks like gold tapped into this daily resistance, just pushed up, tapped daily res, and then just dropped back down. Now this drop happened pretty much within the last hour. Oh, very nice drop. So I think we get a daily wick fill, and if gold continues to fall, then, you know, my target is at least, like I said yesterday, 30.50 for the double top pattern to play out, and then down here 29.82, you know, for a further drop. But the 4 hours nice and bearish, got that bearish structure. We had a nice support, resistance, and then yeah, we just 4 hours just been trending down. So if I'm looking for gold buys, I need to see a 4 hour candle form a support. I don't think it's going to be this one, potentially the next one. If we create a higher low on the 4 hour, I think we get a push back up. If not, even if we get like a small support and then we break that support, obviously we continue to sell back down. But for now, gold is very, very bearish, so I'm not looking for any buys until I see a really good 4 hour support formed, or a retest of this 4 hour support down here. So we've got the 4 hour support, which is quite a strong level down here. It's a daily resistance, and you know, we kind of tapped into it and created this 4 hour support yesterday morning. Had that push up, so yeah, retest, maybe a double bottom on the 4 hour we can push down in the next hour and a half, maybe on the next candle. That's kind of what I'm looking for on gold today. But I mean, the sells this morning, oh, I'll cover that in a bit, but I already got out, so let me just clean up the chart a bit. This was, yeah, like break and retest. So beautiful break and retest. I actually drew this line because there was a 1 hour support a bit higher, so I tend to do that. I'll draw a thicker line if it's if the level covers two different time frames, usually just a 30-minute and a 1 hour, just to show that anywhere in this zone is valid. But yeah, that's for my own, and that's probably the same up here as well, just showing there's a 30-minute, but that's the 1 hour there. So that explains that. Let's take a look at pound yen. Now pound yen this morning, pound yen, so initially I was looking at sells for pound yen, and that's from yesterday's analysis. So yesterday, pound yen, where were we? We were here. Pound yen had created this support. Pound yen created this support yesterday, and I said at the end of the stream, if this new 4 hour candle fails to break this previous high, then pound yen is going to sell, and we're looking for this gap to get filled, which it pretty much did with that candle alone. And then we created another little support on the at 6 o'clock, and then when the market opened, GJ just came down. Now it's been ranging, but for me the gap has been filled. Looking at the daily, we got a retest of this daily resistance, which is, if you remember, this is actually the sell target that I was looking at. So 193, to tap into this daily resistance, which it, oh my god, it tapped it perfectly and then pushed up. So with pound yen currently, so let me go back to the daily. I am still bullish on, I'm bullish on GD. I won't say still, but I am bullish overall on pound yen. Just looking at the daily structure, this is just the pullback phase of GJ. So as long as we get a support formed above this last higher low on the daily at 190 point, say call it 0.4, just to round it off, we're still respecting the trend. We're still respecting the trend. If this is just a retest of this daily resistance, and today, Friday, we can create a support and then push up, the buys are looking super good. Now the 4 hour on pound yen right now, the 4 hour, now the previous 4 hour, it broke the high, didn't break the low, and this current 4 hour looks like it might do the same. Like, we're not breaking the low, but if we break this high, I think this is where we start to get the push up from for GJ. In order for me to take any sells, I do need to see 193.1, this 4 hours support, get broken, so I can take the sells down to firstly 192, and then, you know, further down to 190.3. I think is the daily support that I've got drawn up. But London session has been pants, just been ranging. As you can see, we've got a strong support here, 4 hour support at 193, which is, like I said, if it breaks below, this is a strong level, and that's what I want to see get broken for the sells. But for the buys on pound yen are tricky because of this downtrend structure. But if we start to break 4 hour high, like break this 4 hour high, then I think the next 4 hour candle we can start trending up. And that daily is not in the right place. Let's pull that down. 78. Yeah. Yeah, wicked. I'll be looking for probably, then, I don't want to say buys all the way up here, but for me it kind of depends on what the 4 hour candle is looking like for GJ. But I think we're going to start getting a push up. I'm not too convinced pound yen still wants to go down, especially now we filled that gap. We've created a strong 4 hour support, and the 4 hour candles are actually trending up. Even though the last one closed bearish, it's looking more like it wants to go up to me. So just need that confirmation now. And the setups, sorry, I just got some videos. My little nephew's riding his first bike. He's already trying to go up hills. That's cute. All right. Now GJ. Oh, look at gold even. Yo, let me tell you about. Oh, hey Rosie. Hey Benny. What's up? Let me tell you about the gold banger I took this morning. Not gonna lie, I did hold a bit of drawdown, just a little bit of drawdown, nothing crazy. It wasn't near my stop loss though, so I added 2 positions. So my first entry was where was it? No, let me check. I took 3 positions today. So first entry 8:30, 9:50 was here. So entry 1. My stop loss was about here, 80 pips. Where did I get out of this one? At 93. There. Second entry was 9 o'clock. Break of this low, 5:43. So yeah, call it around here. Second entry and stop loss was here, and I got out, yeah, same place. So I closed those 2, and then I took another entry at 11:30 at 233. So a break of this low, must have got slipped a little bit, and I had this stop loss. Did I use? No, I used entry candle because I was already in some profits, and I got out of this one at 77. Wait, I said 93 on that one. Look at the profits I left on the table, but I got in again. So yeah, these were my 3 entries this morning on gold. So initially the idea was, obviously we've got this clean range to the left. This is the reason I closed here, and I think I had hello Yeehaw, hello, I had a line across here. Alright, so yeah, first entry, closure below, took the candle flip. I think it did push up a bit. No, it pushed up first. It pushed down, pushed back up, then it made a nice long top wick, got in at the flip because they expected it to drive down and fill this range. Hey Anna. And then the second entry, obviously another closure, well, just to confirm the closure below, got in. So price actually pushed down. I didn't take profits. I actually said in the Discord, like, this is a trade you hold all day. I didn't mean all day, but you really let this one run. So that's what I did. I was very strong in my conviction of this gold drop. So I just held it and let it do its thing. It did pull back up. It did start pulling up a little bit. So I was in a little bit of drawdown, like maybe 40, like 80 pips, but that's over 2 positions. Obviously, I was stacking my positions going in. So it pulled back a little bit, but once this candle closed below this support, and then the next candle closed bearish, I was like, yeah, I'm going to get in another position. So I let it drop, and then once this second, it's like another closure below with the 11 o'clock candle, and then took another sell. And yeah, closed these 2 and then held one and let this one run down to my TP, which is where I was looking at. So as I went to close, it pulled back up on me a little bit. No biggie. So it was quite a decent morning for London session for once. But I mean, with gold, once you see these, let me put this in my journal because I don't think I did. Once you have these clean ranges and all the time frames, like the higher time frames are with you, holding just makes sense. So the daily was bearish. 4 hour was bearish. Also, the 4 hour was breaking lows. So we broke the first 4 hour low at 26.06, and I had an entry at 32.06. I had an entry at 32.05.4, and then this one here, another 4-hour break at the low. It was just, yeah, you can see it was going to be wick fills and 4-hour candles trending down. So that's what made me hold. So yeah, it was about 200, nearly 400 pips in total, combined over 3 positions. So very nice morning. So 15, 11 and 22. That's 36 and 22. Oh, not bad. Like about 480 pips. 480 pips. Yeah, banger of a trade. Absolute banger. So I'm not even... I'd with gold, I think it possibly comes down. Again, like I said earlier on in the analysis, I think gold does come down to this 4-hour support. It just continues. I don't see why it stops now. But if it does, I want to see what the next 4-hour candle does. We've got all of these bearish 4-hour candles. I believe the 2 o'clock one might create a support. And from that support, gold either pushes up or the support gets broken and gold continues down. And then I want to see what happens at this 4-hour level. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. GJ just looks a bit of a mess. What's 197? What does that mean? How was everyone's morning? Anyone catch any trades today? Anyone catch these gold sells as well? I know Caswell did. I know Caswell took these this morning with me. Like, I mean, in the group, I don't do signals. But if I see a trade setting up, I think by now everyone knows kind of what my setups are. Closure above, closure below, a resistance form, support forms. Those are, or continuation pattern. Those are literally my setups. And the gold move was happening so quick, or it had just set up. All I had time to put was gold sells, and then watching it like a hawk to get the entry. But I wasn't sure what kind of entry I was going to take, whether I was going to wait for the candle to break the low or I was going to take the flip. Now, I'll always take a candle flip entry if the entry candle has a long enough wick. So I was waiting to see how long this wick was going to be before I decided, and obviously it created a nice long wick, respect to the previous high. I took the flip, expecting it to, fill this previous wick. And then I took another entry break of this low too. And that was sort of the thought process behind it. But I mean, I've missed too many trades just chatting. just talking about what I'm waiting for in groups. So I mean, you got to be locked in. Shoot, I've missed trades just looking at the wrong pairs or looking at different pairs. But yeah, it was a beautiful trade. Nice trade. I caught a piece of it. Like, if you know what I've been saying about May? I'm closing full positions. I'm not doing runners. I'm not doing I'm not closing partials. I'm just closing full positions. And for me this morning, where gold pushed down to, like, it wasn't a greed thing about wanting more. It was literally this gap, well, not this gap, this range is a massive range, and I don't want to take half of it. I still feel like I didn't take enough. I could have held out a little bit longer, but I'm very happy with what I took. So I mean, this was 130 pips, right? 130 pips that I didn't initially take, and I ended up taking 150, like 160, something, nearly 160 pips, yeah. But when it started to pull back up, I was just thinking, all right, it hasn't done what it needs to do yet. That's literally what I was thinking. And normally I would have closed at 100 pips. It would have come back up, and I probably wouldn't have looked to get in again, because I would have been happy with that 100 pips. But yeah, my conviction made me hold today. I'm glad it did. I'm glad it did. I was like, nah, gold is gonna retrace this move, and I want a lot of it. Do you know why? Because yesterday, all right. So 2 things happened yesterday. I called 2 trades that happened after the stream. So the first one was GJ not breaking the 4-hour high at 2 o'clock. So there's 2 o'clock candle, not breaking the previous 4-hour high, and then selling, which is what happened. This was, I mean, look, that's the candle open. We pushed up, we closed back in the range. A usual sell for me would have been closing back in the range and below this support, and it sold down. But it wasn't much, but it happened. So that was a 34 pips that I didn't take. But the gold move, this one I caught a piece of, but I caught it late. I did catch it late. So when I was looking, I said closure above 3191 or 3192, closure above, and buyers all the way up to, this was the first resistance I had, so 32.38. So all of this was happening here, and I wasn't really happy with it, so I didn't take anything. Right away. So I'm kind of glad I didn't take these entries. Now, this 3 o'clock candle, I saw this move. I saw the price pushing. I said, all right, cool, I'm gonna get in on the next candle. Then we got this continuation pattern, push down. Man, once this candle closed like this, I took a buy. I actually got slipped a little bit. Yeah, ended up getting in about 32.08. Now, my initial TP was going to be here, 32.38, right? That's why I had the resistance. I said price is going to gold is going to retrace, push all the way up, which is what it did. But I got 70 pips out of that 300 pip move. 70 pips. I closed at 32.15, and I believe there was a 4-hour level. There was a reason I closed there. I think there was, anyway. I hope I'm not just seeing things or making things up. I'm not. There was definitely something I saw there. Anyway, I closed at 70 pips, and every time I looked back, it was just going up and up and up all the way to my TP, and I thought, I've just left 230 pips on the table. I've just left it on the table. I could have just let the trade run, and yeah, I didn't. Close 70 pips. So I wasn't about to let that happen today. I said, I'm not going to close at 70. I want the whole thing. And that's why I took that. So sometimes when I journal, I do look at missed opportunities. And what do you call it? I do look at missed opportunities and mark down, you know, why I lost, what I lost, and what I could have done, which is literally just hold, just let it run, and that's it. I know who's people you're promoting to what, 4 people? Why? Ooh, gold's gonna continue down though. You know what? I need to make some moderators in here. That's what I need to do. I'll figure out how to do it at some point. Kind of like a gold closure below. Boom, boom, boom. I like these cells. Oh shit. I was gonna say, man, I like these cells right here. You're in. Nice, 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 nice. I was actually looking at it. Look, only already 30 pips in profit. 100 pip stop loss. Man, this thing's got way further to go though, man. Definitely. It's kind of like another closure below. Let's see, 6 minutes. I think, yeah, no, I need to wait for some structure now. As much as I want gold to fill this range, I mean, it's just straight down, isn't it? Just a little resistance, and then I can sell down from there. Wow. Whew, gold is falling out the sky today. Next week. Damn, Goldie. what a drop. It's like a very quick 100 pips just now. Said gold is tanking and GJ's ranging. GJ is, yeah, GJ's not doing anything, is it? GJ's not doing nothing. I mean, there's no news today. Nothing going on from what I see. I think there's actually, what was it? Consumer sentiment, but that's at 3 o'clock. Let's go Forex factory. Yeah, there's nothing going on news-wise today. Yeah, prelim, University of Michigan consumer sentiment at 3. Quiet. Which is good, but I mean, well, it's not good for a Friday, because normally we get slow moves on a Friday. Except for gold, apparently. We know GJ could tank really late if it decides to drop. But yeah, I don't know, man. 4-hour candles, they're not looking. They are giving like bearish structure because we've got lower highs and lower lows, but it's very tight. Like the range is super tight. Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So if we're going to continue that pattern, the next candle would be bearish. But yeah, I don't know. Not the best price action on pound yen. Better on gold. All right, 1 o'clock. Come on, give us some structure. Gold, so we can get in again. Just a little pullback, like, you know, retest, come back down. That's it. Yeah, gold's just gonna keep dropping. Said FOMO is real. Do you know what? If I hadn't taken the trades I took earlier, and I don't want to say I would feel FOMO, because I probably would have attacked this trade more aggressively. to be honest, because if I hadn't taken anything. But so yeah, I definitely missed this one. Definitely missed this one. But yeah, man, it's the thing is, why I don't feel FOMO as well is because I'm anticipating gold come all the way down here, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on the move, especially when I've caught a piece of it and I'm still planning to get in again. Do you know what I mean? For me, the move hasn't been completed, and even if this does play out and it comes all the way down and I don't get the sells, I'm looking for, I'll take some of the buyers back up. I want to see what happens once it gets to this 4-hour support, and then yeah, if we get a bounce, I'd love to get a bounce here. This is a daily and 4-hour level down here. You know? So it's not, we're not, you know, we haven't really missed anything yet. Well, apart from that 100 pips, you didn't take it. That was a nice little 100 pip drop. More than 100, how much was that? So from here, 140 pips. Is there any point even looking at pound yen right now? Is there any point? It just looks terrible. Nah, there's no point. Unless it breaks. I'm gonna put it up on my other screen so I can see it, but nah. I need at least a closure above. I'm gonna keep an eye on the price though. So 193.6. If I get a closure above there, it will be, yeah, 193.6. Oh, if this 4-hour closes above this 4-hour resistance as well. Yep. That's the plan for GJ. But it's just not looking too promising right now. To be honest, so remember on gold, I'm thinking this, we could get a higher low anywhere above this previous one on the 4-hour. So we'll see how this, I really want to see how this 4-hour candle closes, obviously, how far down, if the next 4-hour candle respects the previous low and then pushes up, creating that support, or if we just break the low and then just come down. But yeah, I need some structure now. Resistance, support. Literally, that's it. So hopefully we get a support maybe on this candle, resistance on the next one. If we can get a retest of 31.75, 76, just a little retest. And even sells from this level would be good. Like, because gold is just chilling, I'm tempted to look back at pound yen, but I just know it's not doing anything by the price. Just been seeing these same prices all morning. Look, we've just been this this whole area for ages. But you know what that means? The longer the consolidation, the bigger the breakout. We've been consolidating for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nearly 10 hours in this range. $10 of these prices. Yeah, GJ's drew a nice breakout. So yeah, forget GJ anyway, for now. Need Trump to say something crazy. You know what? You know what? And that's something that could happen. That's something that could happen, like right at the end of the day on a Friday. It's like he needs attention going into the weekend. Shake the markets up a little bit. Let's see if there's any news coming out, because he's in Qatar at the moment, isn't he? He's in Qatar doing $1 trillion deals with the Saudis. Trump is that guy, man. Crazy. Let's see some news stuff. Oh, US dollar looks set for steady weekly close ahead of consumer sentiment. Yep. US dollar is looking good. Gold slides 2% lower with peace talks in Turkey going ahead. Oh yeah, that is happening. Oh, so the war news, basically. War news with is it Russia and Ukraine? Apparently that's where they're having the peace talks in Turkey. And Trump is supposed to be attending. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's close all that. Let's see what the dollar's looking like, because it was looking bullish earlier. Okay, so dollar's bullish on the daily. No, it's been a while since I've looked at the DXY. It's been a while, but it is a good indication of what's happening and of how gold might react. Alright, what else we got? So yeah, dollar's looking good. Got the news, war news, gold on the roller coaster. Gold is on a roller coaster. Alright, so apparently, as further deals are announced between the US and its trading partners in the coming week, the price of gold is likely to continue its downward trend. Well, that makes sense. It's kind of the trade stuff that was giving gold all the buyers. Uncertainty in the dollar, but once you got the trade deals in, dollar's going to be pumping again. But then there's still interest rates to consider as well. That was crazy. This is good, gold. This is good. This is perfect. Let's get just a little structure. A little structure. A little support, a little resistance, and then we can jump in on the sells back down. I mean, my daily target is 30.50. Right down here, about 30.50. For the double top pattern to play out. That's really what I want. It's 1,000 pips away. And gold has already moved nearly 1,000 pips already. You know, 2,000 pip day, why not? Gold can swing that. Definitely not looking to hold no trades over the weekend. The way the market gaps, where did it gap this week? This week, gold gapped. Did it gap up or down? This was Monday. Oh no, it didn't. No, I gotta check my actual broker because let's see. Cause I remember gold gapping. Yeah, it did. Look at that. So 300 pip gap. Yeah, nah, no one's holding trades over the weekend. And before that, 300 pips. It's been a lot of times gold has gapped down 300 pips. A lot of times. Let's All right, GJ. I don't even think this is anything anyway. Not much of a range to play with in there. Just gotta wait for that breakout. So wait, it's a breakout. Closure above 193.6. And where's this 4-hour low? Oh yeah, so yeah. Sales below 193.1-ish. Yeah, long way to go. Well, not even long way, but 30 pips. Alright, it's the first step in the checklist. Support formed. We can stay up here in the next 10 minutes. Alright, it's the first step. That's how I do it. Why am I on GJ? Let's do this. Oh, where's my little note that I had written up about gold needing some structure? Oh, perfect, perfect. Alright, now if gold closes, we get a nice bearish, nice bullish candle here. And then we get I will still need a resistance. I can't just take a retest. I would need a resistance to form. So it wouldn't be until possibly the 2 o'clock candle if the 30-minute candle closes bearish. Yeah, so I need that. I need a resistance basically. And then I can take the sells back down, and then we just completely fill this range. But this is perfect support. I flipped it, it's the wrong way around. I need a support, then a resistance. That's the way. So we got the support first, tick. Just need a resistance, and then get these sells back down. And GJ. Ooh, GJ might be closing with a continuation pattern on the 4 hour. Okay. So we'll see how it closes in 30 minutes. Anything could happen. Could still get a push back up. 1 hour. Now 1 hour is still creating lower highs, higher lows. Siblings. Alright, so yeah, look, even on the 1 hour, yeah, no, I'm leaving pound yen today. I'm leaving pound yen. Gold is the one. Gold is the one. Alright, even on, nah, I gotta wait for the 30-minute. 50-minute is not for me. Gotta wait for the 30. No, that's US 30. Alright, 2 minutes. All right, 1 minute till this candle closes. All right, so we got the closure below, we got the retest. Got the retest. If this candle breaks the high and pushes up, closes above, then obviously we've got to wait for maybe another resistance or a different candle. Do you know what? This line is invalid. That's an old line. But yeah, let's see. If we close back above, or really, yeah, just need a resistance to come back down. So I had to adjust. Because once levels are broken, they're kind of invalid. That was obviously good for a retest. But now we need to see what this candle does right here. Yeah, got this moderator thing working. You see it, guys? So buys from support. I wouldn't take buys from this support with gold being so bearish. No, I wouldn't. I mean, we kind of have it engulfing here, but nah, not right here. Even though we have this whole range, I still think gold has further to come down. And even if I do want a resistance, nah. I'm just not comfortable taking buys when gold is so bearish. I'd rather wait. Even if it pulls back, I'd rather wait for a higher price to then take the sells. Doesn't make sense. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do, because yeah, GJ could still, I mean, gold could still pull up and create a resistance anywhere below here to then, yeah, drop back down. Hold on one sec. Yo. Let's see what gold does. Let's see. Did we break the high? Yeah, so now that we've broken this high, I think, yeah, we're going to push up a little bit more before we get the drop back down. But that's still all good, because then it's creating a nice range to sell back down from. So that's perfect. It is actually quite good. You know, we create this nice structure. So yeah, what I was saying with the arrows is we could either, I don't think we get a retest, like I don't think we're gonna get a break and retest and we pull all the way back up, because how big is this? This is, I don't think it pushes up 290 pips, but I do think it pushes up a little bit more, and then we get the resistance at 2, and then we come back down. Let's see, 4 hour. Yeah, I think we get a little bit of a pullback though. Why not? Okay, GJ still selling down a little bit, but I said we're still in this range. But I mean, this gold push up could have got a little 50 pips out of it maybe, but like I said, I want the sells. I don't think I'll get the sells on stream because we need this candle to push up, then we need a resistance on the next one, so maybe about 230 NYSE open, gold comes back down. Just a waiting game, isn't it? Gold, where you going? Go on, push up. This is also going to be the 4 hour bottom wick. So if we get a decent, not a crazy push up, but if we've got, just get a bit of a push up, then we'll have a 4 hour bottom wick to play with. Aiming for the wick fill. Aiming for a little 4 hour wick fill. forgot I needed to add something to my calendar before I forget. Alright, look how this 4-hour candle's closing on pound yen. Yeah, it looks like it still wants to go down some more. At least it's finally making a decision. This is good. This is good. Wasn't sure what pound yen wanted to do. Would prefer if it pushed back up from here, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But if we're going to get this weak bullish candle, then yeah, we got the continuation pattern. And if we break this low, we should continue to push down. And I mean, that's the pattern of the candles, right? Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. Let's see if we can break this support first, because this has been a very strong level for pound yen today. Where's the low? So 193.28. And yeah, I wouldn't take the closure below here because obviously it's very close to the 4-hour support. But I think if we close below this first support, it's going to give us a higher probability of continuing down. And then that's also breaking the 4-hour lows too, below the support. Alright, we'll come back to that. See how it closes in the next 15 minutes. Alright, new 15-minute candle is about to open. And gold trending up on the 15. How far do you want to go, Goldie? Gold pushing. So GJ will have a late sell-off. 1 hour looks good for sells. Did peak at the 1 hour earlier. You're right. You're right. And look, last 10 minutes of the candle looks like we'll get that drive down if we can keep pushing anyway. Man, all we need is that closure below this support, and then yeah, definitely probably get into sells at 2 o'clock or after 2 o'clock. All starts with this closure. Gotta break this support first, man. The support is a strong one. But yeah, these 1 hour candles looking super bearish. It's a good look. All right, last 10 minutes. Let's go. Last 10 minutes of the 4 hour candle. Is that bearish again now? 4 hour candle is bearish. This 4 hour candle closes bearish. Yeah, I think the next one's definitely going down. Where did it open? Here. 193.31. Been a pretty chill Friday so far. Pretty chilled NY session. Benny caught 100 pips. Benny, I'm gonna need you to start sending signals soon. Them 15-minute signals. So I'm not quick enough. Now I hear you on that. Like, being able to talk out your trades on a stream is a lot easier than typing in a chat and going, yeah, I'm about to get in, da 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 da. Because by the time you're doing that, you know, you got to set up your trade or whatever. But it's easier because you're talking it out on the stream. So you can talk and do what you're doing at the same time. Gold keep pushing, a little bit of a pullback. 15-minute didn't break that previous high. Oh. Ooh, looks like, you know, might get that closure below, you know, only 6 pips away, 6-7 pips away. At most 10. Come on, GJ. Daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish. One hour, 30-minute. Come on. Everything's bearish. Gotta be some sells, right? But the confirmation is a closure below this support and out of this range. I don't even trust these wicks here. So yeah, I need a good closure below. All right, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Either we respect this 4-hour support or we break it and keep going down. Are we gonna make it in the next 3 minutes? I don't think so. Can't get past its own low.